evening everyone. I'm here to show you a mini kit by Zurn. She's made a mini kit because she's reached 1,000 sales in her Etsy shop, which is Red Dot Books. She's absolutely over the moon. She's so happy. Now Zurn works with Paulette Slater now of TLC Creates, and they do quite a lot of collaborations for the group, which are absolutely gorgeous. But Zurn has created this as a freebie, but to get the freebie you need to purchase something from Paulette's store, not her store, Paulette's store. She wanted to pay it forward for Paulette helping her in so many ways to achieve this and to get into digital designing and to, you know, really find her feet. And I think it's the most amazing thing that she's doing. I really do. It's absolutely wonderful. So, as I say, this mini kit is free if you buy anything out of Paulette's store. Okay, I'll link the links. Teeth going all over the place. I will put the links down below so you can have where Paulette's store is, which is on Zibbit. TLC Creates Vintage, and you will then, when you've made a purchase, you just send a note, an email to Zurn to say that you've done it, and obviously she'll check it out and then she'll send you the freebie in email. So let me show you this gorgeous kit. It's absolutely beautiful. It's spring. It's all those beautiful colours of spring, you know, the gorgeous yellows, because Paulette's favourite colour is yellow. That's why she's chosen yellow. I mean, look at these gorgeous freesias. I love freesias, and that smell of freesias is just incredible, isn't it? I was just so tickled pink to see this the other day. I just thought it was absolutely stunning, isn't it? And look at this butterfly at the top. So with the papers, you get these. Now, they're a journaling card, but if you notice, they're joined together. Now, what I've done with them, which I'll show you in a minute, I've done like just the flips that you go over the top of your book when you know your page, but you could also make this into a little booklet. I actually put my 3 together and they work perfectly as a little booklet. They're really lovely. And then you've got these wonderful journaling cards, which I think are gorgeous, aren't they? And corner pockets, which are absolutely fabulous. So all of that is free if you make one purchase from Paulette's store. Now, I'm making a journal at the moment. Carol and Martha Mangros are doing a positive journal this year. And they're putting little prompts in their wee group. It is tiny, it's less than 30. And like this week, it's to make a couple of belly bands, tuck spots, and something else. I think it's tags, out of things that you find in your kitchen. So it's all about making a positive journal. So I thought, right, I want to make a positive journal, but I want to do it in seasons. So this is going to be my spring season, and then I will find other kits to use for my other parts of the year. So as I said, I'm having the most amazing time playing with this. This particular image is from Graphics Fairy. So I've used some from Graphics Fairy to marry on with this, and the other pictures that are in here are just prints of cards that I have in the house. They're from around about 1900, that sort of time. And the background here, I've used Linda's stencil again. Now there's one almost identical to this in her store. I think it's called Flowers and Rounds, if I remember correctly, because this one was part of the October Stencil Club. And I will link that down below. But what I did was I've used crushed olive first, with it going in the normal direction. Obviously, because this is letter size, I have to move the stencil across, because obviously our paper is longer than yours in America. So it was crushed olive, and then I've put the vintage photo over the top, with it being a bit skewiffy. Okay, and that's how I've got my backing papers for this, and it just marries in really well. So let's have a look. These are just book pages. I've done quite a few of these little pockets, the tuck spot pocket things. I've played around with different ones, and I'll show you in a minute how to do them. But in here you've basically got a little tuck spot in here. You've got your pocket in here. You've got another one in the top here. And these, if you glue them in right, you'll end up with another tuck spot at the top up here. So you can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little places to stick your makes in. That's a piano roll. And I get my piano roll from Karma Collectibles. Again, this is a graphics fairy. This is Zurn's lovely journaling card. Flick that over. This is one of mine. I am going to scan these so I can pop them into group at some stage. You know, I've just photocopied mine, and I've just done the same with the crushed olive and the vintage photo over the top of these index cards. Because I thought they'd make lovely, lovely places to do some journaling in. This one's just a simple one. Again, you've got the little pocket in here, but you've only got one this time up here, but you've still got your ones in here. And that again is another image of mine. Here, this is what I've done here. I've just used it as a flip over the top. I've stenciled on the inside again, and it fits lovely over the top like that as a journaling space. It really does. It looks lovely up the top there, but they do look really, really nice as a wee journal as well. Where are we? And that's another one of mine, and I've used that again with another card in here. I've only been playing with this for about a day and a half, so I've not had a lot of time to just get something together to get a video up, but I will be showing you when I do a bit more on this, because this is going to be a continuation from me. This is one of the birthday cards I had, and I've actually cut this in half. I've cut them down to make a couple of more journaling cards in there. So I think this is absolutely beautiful. I really love the yellow that's coming through. As you can see from the journaling cards, it's gorgeous, isn't it? It's very much spring, isn't it? You know, you can almost feel the crocuses coming up, you know, for that time of year. This is another one, and I've left it for the pocket under, no, the pocket's in the top of that one. So I will be filling this up a bit more. This is another one of mine. And they're absolutely lovely, aren't they? With the piano roll in there. And then there's another one. Now this one's in pink, because of the pink in the page behind. And you can see where you've got your 2 tuck spots in here, 2 little bits here. You've got the one in here, you've got this at the front, and then you've got these at the behind here. So you've got all those lovely little places to stick things in, and I think they're just so pretty. They're so quick and easy to do as well. I will show you quickly. Most people know how to make these, but I will show you in case you haven't seen them before. So that's my lovely, lovely journal that I've started, and I've had so much fun playing with this. It was a lovely relaxing time because I want to make a positive journal, and I will put, you know, the lovely positive tags that I made for Tracy's challenge. I think they will be wonderful in this too. And as I say, I'm going to do each signature separate, so I've got spring, summer, autumn, winter, all in different signatures, and I'm really looking forward to doing that. So let me just show you how I quickly made these. Now, this is just a piece out of a book. It's actually where I've just got some gorgeous images from, because Paulette has got another new kit out, and it's paisley. And again, it's all gorgeous yellow colours going through it. And when I was looking at the kit, I thought, oh my goodness, that reminds me of something. So I've ordered a book to get the images so that I can make this book, you know, this journal up. And the fabrics come and the book come both yesterday. So that's my next project that I want to do. Right, once you've folded it up like this, normally people do this, don't they? And they do this, and this is your tuck spot. Don't glue it together either. So just fold it over, and then you're going to bring this up to make quite a deepish pocket there. And then on the top, you just fold these as if you're going to make a boat. You know, your old-fashioned paper boats that we used to make when we were at school. Or the water bombs that the boys used to love. And then you fold these back on themselves. And if you fold them back on themselves, it gives you that, it looks neat. Right, it looks neat and tidy. Now, when you glue it, you're going to glue down here and down here, right? So that will give you your first pocket. So they'll be glued down and you'll have your pocket in there. Then this one, you just glue across the top there. And when that's glued together, that'll be your entrance here for your other slidey in bit here. And that'll be that bit done. And when you stick this down, make sure that you glue this bit, right? But leave this bit here where these little flaps are. Don't glue along that bit because that's where you're going to slide your bits. So you're going to glue all of that in there and just a tiny little bit at the top there. Just a tiny bit so that when you tuck your card in, it's got room to slip in, okay? And then from the for the front pocket, you're just going to cut a piece of card to stick on the front there, which will give you another place to pop your bits and bobs in. So I hope you enjoyed this. I've really enjoyed doing this. I've done quite a few back-to-backs over the last week or so, gone from one designer kit to another. So it was lovely just to do something for me, because normally when I create, I'm doing things to show the kit off, but not with a purpose of who is it going to go to, because I usually gift a lot of the stuff out. So this was such a lovely treat for me to play with this from Zurn. So it'd be lovely if you could go and support the girls. If you want to join the group that they do all the freebies in, that is, I'll put the link below for that, and that's printables for your junk journals with TLC. And all the printables, as I've said before, are they're free and they're all copyright free. So there's no problem when you're using them, but obviously the images need to stay within the group because they're part of, you know, you've been given them from the group, not to go sharing them in other people's groups and things like that. So on that happy note, I'm going to carry on playing with this evening because I'm really getting into this, but I wanted to get this video out so that it's in the group so that it can give some inspiration to people and you can see the kit really up close. I mean, I say the colours are just so stunning. They really are absolutely gorgeous. So have a wonderful day, everyone. We've got snow down again. Came again last night, about an inch last night. It's started to melt in places, but it's, you know, like where they've cleared the road, you can see the mounds along the side of the road, and, you know, on the grass obviously it's still there. And I could hear the kids downstairs out in it today screaming their heads off and running around and playing, and we are expecting more. But I'd like to give a shout out to anybody who's in England who've gone through this awful storm that's hit the northern parts of England, from the west coast right through to the east coast. Like Manchester have got it right the way through, and there's so much flooding going on at the moment, and with the snow as well, it's really causing a lot of problems. A lot of people are being made homeless at the moment. So I just want to say, if you do pray, give a little prayer up for them, because to be made homeless by flooding is not nice. Flooding is awful. We had the estate where I used to live. Oh gosh, I would have been about 8 at the time. The whole estate was flooded. We were lucky. It actually was lapping up the steps of our front door. It didn't actually come into the house. But loads of my friends were flooded out. I mean, it was up to my waist in those days, and just above if you went right down to the green. And oh, look what they had to go through, and they were pumping all these houses out, and of course the line from all the water was up the wall, and the smell, and oh, it was terrible, absolutely terrible. So my heart really goes out to these people who have been flooded. They really are. So just, if you do pray, give them a quick thought in your prayers. And the other one I'd like to ask for, Paula Bynum. I've mentioned our Paula before, love her to bits. Her brother has been in hospital for 8 days with COVID. If you do pray, could you just do a quick prayer for him too? I would really appreciate that. So on a cheerier note, thank you so much for being here. Love you all to bits. And I'm going to be giving news of the giveaway on Sunday. And also on Sunday, Cara Brandon in the group, we're doing shout out for shout out. If join Cara's group and put your YouTube channel in the event, all of those who are part of the event, you shout their channels out and they will shout yours out. You don't mark in YouTube anywhere that you've done this, because otherwise YouTube, if you do subby for subby, they delete it. They take you off, you know, that they knock you off from being subscribed to one another. So if you want to tell somebody that you have actually subscribed to them and you give them a shout out, you go into the event and you mark on the event that you've done it. And I think it's a lovely idea to give some support to people, particularly as this time of year, you know, it's a bit cold and grotty, and we know we're still facing COVID for a few more months yet, if nothing else. And I don't think it's ever going to leave us. I think it's here permanently. But, you know, with the vaccines that are coming out, hopefully they can find the cure to it. So, yeah, so if you want to join that as well, I will put the link for Cara Brandon's group up. The idea wasn't ours. The idea come from lovely Sharon from Connection of Lives and Interests on her video. Her and her friend had started it, so that's where the idea came from, and I'm going to let Sharon know that we're doing it. So love and blessings, everybody, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.